Hi, friends. I'm really here live. I know. I'm excited too. It's been quite the few days, but I'm here and I'm live, and no more is it live or Memorex questions on your end. So, hi, Nancy. I don't know if it's a new fun fold, but it's a fun fold with products I haven't used it with before. So, yeah, it'll be fun. And I just have a couple things to share with you. Um, so let's get started. Let's waste no time. Let me add my camera and let me see. Nobody's home tonight with me, so if I have internet issues, I don't know what to do. We'll just pretend like we're good. Yes, since the mice issue with my internet, I think things have been better, at least on my end. So here we go. We're off to the races. So as it were. Hi, Shirley. How are you? So, you both already know that Stampin' Cross Country registration has opened and it is ready to go for you to register. If you go to this address, which is all over the place, it's in the description of this video. I will take you there maybe at the end of the video and show you what I mean, but it's got the links to all my places. And at the top is Stampin' Cross Country. And Stampin' Cross Country, for those of you who may not know what it is, hi, Carol, is a online retreat. There were 4 of us that did it. Now there's 5. There are 5 of us. We'll each do 2 different presentations. And the dates are September 27th and 28th. If you can't join us live, that's fine. Everything will be ready and waiting for you when you are available. If you get the full retreat box, you get all the pieces and parts and pillow gifts, little pillow gifts, whatever else we decide to put in it. But you'll get all the supplies you need to make all 10 projects. And there'll be extra projects, and there's tutorials for the 10 projects we do, plus about 20 or more. It's a big thing. So join us. This is our 11th. We've done 11 of these together. We keep changing people, but Mary and Heidi and I have been the solid 3 ever since the beginning. So I would love to have you join us. Like I said, the link is in the description of this video, and I can maybe take you there afterwards. Now, next up is the Designer Series paper sale. And I had a few people say, would you, do a paper share. So I'm doing a DSP sale paper share. And so for $45 plus $5 shipping, if you need me to ship it to you, if you're not local to me, I will buy all the packages and I will give you 1/4 of each package. And you need to go to the Linktree link. And the second one down is the DSP paper share. And you can go ahead and order that from me. I need that one. Ends August 29th. Oh, the early bird ends for Stampin' Cross Country on the 27th. So be sure you get the early bird price. You don't want to pay the more expensive price. Next up, summer shopping spree is coming to an end. I will draw 1 prize sometime next weekend or the Tuesday after. Depends on what my weekend looks like. Right now, we'll be harvesting. So anyway, earn 1 entry for every $25 ordered. Next week, from here till the end, for every $25 you order, you get 2 entries. So double entries this week for orders. Earn 1 entry by mailing a card to me. Earn entries based on other challenges. I don't know if I'm going to pull off any more challenges this week. If you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you get an entry for each one of those. If you sign up for Stampin' Cross Country, you get them for those. If you get the paper share, you get them for those. I'm giving them for everything. Why not? So if you earned coupons last month, be sure to redeem them now. That's a Stampin' Up thing. Everything else I've showed you so far besides the paper sale is on with me. So here is this fun catalog. You should be getting them in the mail. If you are a customer of mine, if you're local to me, I will get them delivered soon, I promise. Anyway, if you are a demonstrator, I did not send one to you because you got your very own. This is the catalog. I can't show you what's in here. I could show you some of the good stuff in here that I've got, but maybe I'll do that at the end or start another video. Let's see how long this takes me, first of all. So I already told you tonight we're using the Country Flowers. It is from the Country Sweet collection on pages 48, 49, 50, and 51. I do not have the birdhouse stamp set. I didn't fall in love with it. I selected this stamp set from that on stage that I went to, which was a conference for demonstrators in March in Texas. And I've used it twice. So I thought, I need to get this done. I don't want to, yeah. It was a fun event and I was too busy. Instead of crafting, I was too busy. I was out talking to my great nieces in the hall. And when I came back, I got to meet Shelly, who is the CEO of Stampin' Up. So I used my time wisely, just not crafting. So anyway, these are all, I got the wrong, did I? This is the wrong, oh well, I thought I had that one out. Maybe I do, maybe I don't have that one. Oh, here it is. There's that one. Okay, we'll use that one. Whatever. Oh, yes, I am using both of the DSPs and they are both on the sale. So if you got the share, you'd get 1/4 of a package of each. And then the ribbon is wonderful that comes with this. Anyway, this is what we're using. We're going to go ahead and get started because I have talked to you too long. It's time to play. All right. So this is the first one that I'm going to do. All right. I don't even have my paper scored on this one. I did a silly thing. I thought I was ready. And then I went outside and I thought I'd walk around or whatever. I went and checked on the pigs, took them some old potatoes. And then I saw the weeds in my yard and I started pulling weeds. So I'm a little sweaty from pulling weeds. I had to take an allergy pill and I hope I don't start scratching or sneezing. So this paper is Smoky Slate, and it is a standard card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I just scored it at 4 1/4. Now, the next part, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I know, I told you I was ready, and I am ready. So I was sad when Stampin' Up got rid of vellum. But then they didn't make us wait too long before they came out with another pack of vellum. This is in the online exclusives. Excuse my noisies. But this piece, you could use it for anything. So we're going to use it tonight. But it also has these beautiful pine boughs. And then it's got some greenery. I don't know what to call them. So I had this idea when I was out pulling weeds. And so that's why this one isn't exactly ready. You have this stamp set, Nancy? Yes, it's a fun one. It is a fun one. So this one is going to be a sympathy card. It is going to be, we're going to use this sentiment with heartfelt sympathy. So I know where we're headed with it. I just am not sure how we're getting there. Does that make sense? So I've got these pieces and parts. I don't know if I want to keep this big. I know. I think I'm going to. All right. So this is going to go on here. It's a sympathy card, so we want to keep it kind of simple. So we're going to put this on. Oh, I did not trim this down very well. It should be, you know what? I'm going to leave it. Apparently, that's the way it was supposed to be. It's just not going to have a border on the top and bottom. My camera angle is wonky. I keep having to move things. Okay. My arms are only so long. All right, we're going to put that one on. Oh, so if you are a friend of mine on Facebook or got my email, you know that farming did not go well yesterday for us. Well, actually, it wasn't farming. It was Mr. Weather, Mother Nature, blankety blank hail. So not much farming happened today. We drove around and looked at the crops. Sadly, we did get hail on one of our crops. It was my youngest son's field. And so it just is too wet to do anything today. So drove around and looked at crops. He contacted his insurance company and we just get to put our stuff back together. So, and this is going to go on here. This is from the Nested Essentials Spotlight on Nature. Wow. Spotlight on Nature. So, and then I'm going to put the vellum in here. Yeah. Okay. I like this. We're going the right way. So I'm going to emboss this. This is the folder that comes with this suite. And I don't even know if this folder's current. So I'm going to set that one over there. See, I told you. Silly me. I should have just kept walking around. I played with the kittens for a few minutes. It was all good. It was a nice break. I haven't felt well the last couple days. So it was good to get outside and do something. Anyhow. All right, so this is a thicker embossing folder. So I need plate number 1 and I need the gray plate, part number 4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. My camera is too close, sorry. You'll get to see it come out the other side. So I'm pretty impressed. I was very sad when Stampin' Up got rid of the vellum. But, you know, if they're going to give us some seasonal vellum that we can use, and I don't have to have a whole big pack in my cupboard, I'm okay with that. Some of the changes they make, I question, but for the most part, I'm okay with them after the fact. I hope this worked. It sounded like it should have. All right. Set this back. I have a table next to me that I used to have it on. But the table's very wobbly, and so it's not very good anymore. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's so gorgeous. And it's just going to add a little bit of extra here. Just kind of make it, it's going to blend quite a bit though. But that's all right. Like I said, this is a sympathy card. So I don't know how we're going to layer them, but we're going to get started. This one, I am just going to, I'm not going to die cut anything out. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this one here. Speaking of Stampin' Up doing things, if you haven't heard or you didn't know, Stampin' Up purchased some of the products from the Close to My Heart business when they closed and offered the Close to My Heart people a new home if they chose to come. They called them makers, but they're demonstrators. were given an offer to come join Stampin' Up. And so they brought some of their product over that they had already ordered. And it's only been allowed to be purchased from Stampin' Up customers and demonstrators until Tuesday. So if there's anything that you like in that little CTMH section of the website, but you haven't been able to order it, it's available for you to order now. So, and from now on, there won't be any releases that won't be something that you're a part of. They have put together a new scrapbooking, paper crafting little mini brochure that will be out. Darn. Nope, I did that wrong. Where am I going with this? There it is. That's okay. Anyway, I have this mask and I'm covering it up. Anyway, it's coming out in September. So there'll be another little release. There are two Christmas packages, our product bundle things. I'm slaughtering it. And two, and one Halloween and one autumn. So there's sticker sheets and more scrapbooking kind of stuff. So do any of you scrapbook? I used to. When my children were younger, that was one of the reasons why I got into Stampin' Up, is because I was scrapbooking. And I figured if I can't meet my minimums, no big deal, I will just order more albums and such. Well, then that's when slowly Stampin' Up got out of the scrapbooking business. But they're back in the business now. And so that new release. And then there's new two-tone 12 by 12 papers that are going to be in multi-packs. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff that's going to be available starting next month. About the same time as the new catalog. I did a video on my Facebook page I did a live with all my stuff when it first arrived. So you can always go see it over there if you are on YouTube. I did not do one on YouTube. Maybe I should. But that is okay. So I masked, then I stamped, and now if I peel this off, it now looks like it was stamped with the pot. And this is where you say, ta-da, right? Let's see here. Nancy says yes and no on scrapbooking. I have a lot of pictures to scrapbook, but my kids don't want their albums. I am scrapbooking for myself. I figure when I go to the old home, the old folks' home, they can just give me my scrapbooks and I'll just relive a great life. My children, I already told them I wasn't going to make individual albums for them. But that's all right, because as seniors, their English teacher has them do a senior scrapbook. And I told them to go through and find all the pictures they wanted. And so they printed them and got them off of Shutterfly and made their own albums with their own stories. So I'm good. I'm off the hook. So I'm just going to do some for me and they can fight over them when I'm gone. And if they don't want them, that's fine. I will know that I at least tried. All right. So I told you smoky slate. Smoky slate. I have a pail. We have flowers. And it's a sympathy card. So we're going to do some flowers. This is light. Balmy blue. Ooh, my stomach is growling. I hope you can't hear that. If you can, I'm very sorry. I have not eaten supper yet. That was one plan, was to make supper today, and now all the boys are off moving equipment again, getting ready. They're going to start up again tomorrow on a different field. The one, of course, that we are going to next is the one that got hail. So we'll have to wait for adjusters and all that fun stuff. It's not fun. I'm just being sarcastic. All right, we're just going to stick with the same color. We'll just pretend like they're different levels of blooming. And I don't like that end. Actually, my marker might be just getting dry. I don't know. I've had a few of them dry up lately. Maybe with my new setup, I'm picking the same markers as I get to choose. I do like balmy blue, so I'm not really surprised. Let's see here. What else can I tell you about? I will do my best to be here next week. But next week, now that we're started on wheat, I only got one field cut of wheat. And my daughter-in-law's going to be gone. So it sounds like I might be doing something. So don't be surprised if you don't see me next week live. I will try to get something done when I have a moment. But, you know. All right, I'm making this pretty. And I'm not yet. You get to just watch me color. Shirley says she just makes cards. She's never scrapbook. Well, one thing I can tell you about scrapbooking and making cards and such is you can use the products that say scrapbooking for cards, and you can use the products that they say is for cards for scrapbooking. So if you love it, get it. That was one thing I was going to tell you is with the new products and this and that and the other, there are more demonstrators and more customers than they were anticipating with this new Close to My Heart takeover. Not takeover. It was not a takeover. Purchase. No. Invitation. Close to My Heart closed. And Stampin' Up offered to let them join. They bought some of the products that they already had started manufacturing. There we go. With that, we have far more people buying the products. And so if you are having access to the products, if you like a product, get it while you can, because some things are going to go fast. The Halloween kit is an example. That thing sold out in 3 days. And they will be bringing it back, but it won't be until after Halloween. You can make a cute little gingerbread house with it. And it will be available next Halloween. They will keep it through the year. So if there's something you want, get it while you can. If you are participating in Stampin' Cross Country, I will be getting a list out to you, or whoever you join up with will get a list out to you probably in the next few days after you register with the supplies. But any extra supplies that you need to get yourself, I would get them ordered before they go out, because you never know if they're going to go out. Right? I am still on card number 1, and yes, the other 2 are going to go faster. I just know it. because there's not a lot of coloring. The coloring takes a minute, you know that. But it's so pretty. All right, we're gonna go back to the light. Give it some more depth and dimension. If you don't think you want to do Stampin' Cross Country, but you know somebody who does, share the link with them, please. It's a fun, fun time. If you have been a part of Stampin' Cross Country before, put something in the comments about what you thought of it. I hope it's good. I've never seen any real bad comments, so we do a survey at the end of each time. So if you enjoyed it, put something in the comments about what you think about it. Is it fun? Is it educational? Smoky slate. Dark. Some of you are return customers for Stampin' Cross Country. All right, I'm almost done with this part. I know I can't talk very well and color at the same time. Sorry about that. Oh, I've given you homework, so you're talking amongst yourselves. It's a fun weekend to learn a lot of fun folds and card making. Thank you, Nancy. And actually, the price isn't really all that bad for all you get. I don't think. I think you get a lot for your money. All right. I'm going to put this over here. I don't know. I think I might tear that edge. Got all kinds of eyelet stuff happening here. All right. And we know that vellum, you have to hide the adhesive, right? So I'm going to find Stampin' Seal Plus. Just run a bead, a chunk on the back. I want this to come over here. I just tore that edge. I go, actually, that doesn't show very well. So that's good. That's good adhesive to use. And then we will bump it up with some So Nancy says, it's a fun weekend to learn a lot of fun folds and card making. Oh, sorry, I shared that already. Shirley says she loves Stampin' Cross Country. It's a lot of fun. I've already registered for this one and can't wait for the fun to begin. Yay, Shirley. And Nancy says this will be my third time to do Stampin' Cross Country. Awesome. 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 And both of these ladies, I believe, have brought friends. So that works out well. Or I could be mistaken, and it could be just one of you, but I gave you both credit, so thank you. All right. I see. Light. All right, and then we need with heartfelt sympathy. And I can find a circle or something in my, I've got tons of things to cut out. I can tuck that. I think they're all current. They may not all be current. I know that one's not current. I was thinking of another circle, but I'm not really finding. How about an oval circle? I could hide that one underneath there. Will that fit? That fits. We'll try that one. I think this circle is retired, but that's okay. It's a circle, right? It will be fine. All right. And I do have the ribbon that goes with this set. The ribbon and vellum can be too gawky. Maybe we'll just do that. Is gawky a word? Gaudy. That was the word I was looking for. Gaudy. All right, this card is taking far too long. The next will be better. This is the one I had the aha moment when I was out pulling the weeds. And that's why my page is called Crafting with Me. All right. Get the white up a little. There you go. Heartfelt sympathy. Looks a little crooked. There we go. And I'm not putting any bling on it because it is a sympathy card. So, all right. One card down. All right. Let me move a few things out of the road. Whew. I don't know that I'll need those. I might need those. Let me just get these out of the road. Just in case. My next one, my next one, I need to remember what I'm doing. Green. Old olive. And wild wheat. Wild wheat is just not really my color. I was going to take it out and see if it really is the color of wheat. But then I thought, well, it might be wild wheat color, not regular wheat color. Okay. Let me pull up my idea sketches. This one. Okay. This one, we're using Pool Party. And we have 11, and I have it scored at 5 1/4. And we will burnish that down. Then, oh, there is some coloring on this one too. Sorry. And this is from, the other stuff was from the Country Floral. This one's from the Country Woods. I said 55. Is that what I said? No. 50. So the first paper was from the Country Lace. And now I'm going to use this one from the Country Woods paper. All right. So this one is going to go on. I love these wood papers. Actually, we used these wood papers in the last Stamping Cross Country. Go figure. It's coming back. Actually, no, it's not coming back. We're using different products this time. We are using, and then we're going to put this one on here and this one on here. We're going to stamp on this one. We're going to add stuff to this one. We're not really going to stamp on it. So I need a scrap of paper. And we are going to do some die cutting on this one. So you remember which one I'm doing. I was playing around earlier. Sorry, got all my pieces and parts. And I made some stools out of one of the pieces of paper. So I have a stool already. We're going to put our pot on a stool. I kind of like this one or this one. So those are the ones we're going to use. So we're going to build a scene. There's our stool. And best friend ever. I think that might fit. Nope. It might fit on the bottom here. I might put it right down here on there. That's what we're going to do. All right. And then we got more stuff in here. Oh. When you can't find the dies you're looking for, they might be on the bottom. All right. I like that idea. We're going to do that. Hi, Becky. You just learned of me today? Well, I'm glad you learned of me. Welcome. We are just crafting away this evening. I actually got to be here live with everyone. That's an accomplishment for me anymore. I live on a farm and it's harvest. So my poor friends here have to have me live or get repeats occasionally or something all the time. But they stick with me. We've been talking about it, a couple events that I've got going on. You're welcome to join in at any time. I have Stampin' Cross Country with some of my demonstrator friends. I have a paper share going on. I've got all kinds of stuff. Everything you can find me at my Linktree link, which was in the description of my video. So I'm going to add this. Get one thing off my plate. So first one, we didn't do any die cutting. This one, we're going to do a little die cutting. Like I said, I have a stool. And then we're going to make the flowers. And maybe this one will just be Might use, yeah, we'll use these. Pretty roses. And the bucket. The bucket's my favorite, just so you know. So how did you find me, Becky? How did you all find me? I love that you joined me, but I don't know how you find me. I'm very thankful that you find me. I offer free classes on Thursdays or Fridays if Thursday doesn't work in my life. And then I do mystery stamping on Tuesdays. And that's what I have for you. And then I have emails and all kinds of other fun stuff. I do in-person classes if you're local to me. We took a break till September. My friends asked me to because their lives are so busy. All right, I'm using some smoky slate. I'm not going to need too much up there. I do have a guy that I follow that uses 3 different colors when he blends. So we might just add a little black in here. And then blend it out. There we go. Now we're going to use the light. Sometimes I grab the wrong one, so. I love, 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 love the blends. They are my favorite coloring tool. See, by using that black, it just gives it that much more definition. Okay. I have to keep the black separated, though, because it's got gray caps. I'm afraid I'm going to grab it as a gray. Okay. We have some roses. I'm thinking we're going to use some Calypso Coral. I was thinking Flirty Flamingo. Where's my flirty? Dark. And then light. This color is Petal Pink, and that was going to be too light. So I'm hoping this is close enough in the family of pinks to not be obnoxiously wrong. And then we need green. This is not a sympathy card, so we can make it. It's for my best friend ever. This tip is going. And no, it's not one that my daughter got a hold of. My daughter started school today. She is a first grade teacher this year. So she's a little nervous. Not sure if she's ready to do the little people. She really liked second grade last year. But when you teach in a big school system, you have to go wherever they put you. And they gave her first grade this year. She will do wonderfully. She is a very kind, fantastic young woman who the kids are lucky to have, in my opinion. And yes, I am biased. Nancy said she saw my picture on YouTube, so she thought she'd give me a try. Awesome. I am so glad. You're always looking for new ideas. Nancy, I am so glad you took a chance on me and stuck around. I really appreciate it. All right, I think we're ready. We're just going to do a little cutting out, and then we're going to put together, and we're done with this card. This card's going faster. The last one took a little longer because I had some decisions to make because I changed my mind when I was out in the field. I'm just going to grab my big one again. I need to swap plates. Just a second. And I stamped on the wood grain paper for this one, and then I already cut it out. So that one's ready to go. And so the rest of these, I'm going to use some Post-it note tape. I need my pot. My Post-it note tape has disappeared. I think Stampin' Up should sell Post-it note tape. That's what I think. And I need flowers. All right, here we go. As long as I don't wiggle, we're good. I should have used a different color green. Might have, should have. Do you like that? Might have, should have. It's fine. Maybe I should move my whole setup over so I could just use that table. Wow, that part of the table while I am. Yeah. I told somebody I'd give them a tour of my scrapbook room, or my stamp room, or my craft room, I call it, because I do more than just these crafts. At least I used to. I don't do too many more other ones anymore. This is more time consuming than it used to be. You decide to turn it into a business, you know. Well, that'll be fine. All right. Now with the Post-it note, sometimes you get a really light film of, like the Post-it note tack. You just kind of rub it off. All right. Am I going to like those colors? So this is going to go on here. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. And I probably should have used a different color. That's okay. We'll see what it looks like with Pool Party in there. Oh, that'll be good. I'm just adding a little Pool Party in here so it jives with the whole scene a little better. There, that'll go with it a little bit better. Best friend ever. All right, we're gonna build this scene. on the side. Use, but I had it out. There we go. So we're going to put the stool. And then we will put these on with, we're going to put glue dots on this one. So this is flat. This is going to be raised just a little bit more. And then we'll put dimensionals on that one. Kind of give it layers. And dimensionals. I know I had one I was chopping apart. So all I have left are edges. That'll be a perfect one. Look at that. Down way too far. I do like that the dimensionals let you kind of fix. And then we're going to add, so we have this handy, we'll use this. We're going to best friend ever. There you go. My colors should have maybe been a little different for my roses, but I don't think petal pink will help. But it worked. Oh, maybe we will. Make it more the color of the paper. So this is Flirty Flamingo with dark petal pink layered on top of it. And now it matches better. I tell you, you can do so much with those blends. So there is that card. Now we can put some bling on it. What kind of bling? Well, for one, we need to put some Wink of Stella. Ooh, Wink of Stella with this color doesn't go usually, but we'll try it. It's too late now. Wink of Stella. And then, what else do we have? It's kind of Country Woods. You don't want to put real blingy stuff on, do you? With Country Woods. There's some Pool Party. Might use those. Can always add a bird or a butterfly. Well, actually, I don't have any butterflies. I don't have my butterflies. All right. Not those. Actually, I think I kind of like these better. Yeah. Okay. And that's how you pick an adhesive. Or not adhesive. An embellishment. Thank you, Nancy. All right. Then we have little ones. I usually put a little one and a big one next to each other. There we go. So now we're on to card number 3. All right, this is my fun fold. This is a piece of 11 by 5 and 11 by 4 and a quarter. That's what I'm trying to spit out. All right, I'm actually not going to fold that because I need to do something with it first. This is a piece of the Country Lace. and we're going to glue this on. We're going to glue around the edge only. And there's a reason for that. You can fold it if it helps you. And you get all pieces and parts to make these cards yourself with a $35 order. All right, there we go. Now I need the big machine because we're going to die cut. I'm going to die cut this circle out. So we're going to line it up where we want it. And I usually just eyeball it. And if I look at the camera, it looks even better. We're going to eyeball it, and then we're going to eyeball it again, or we're going to grab a ruler because we're that anal sometimes. And it's about 3/8 of an inch away from that side. And closer on this side. So we're going to move it over a little bit. Doesn't matter the top. So now it's almost perfect. Almost. Okay, so put the ruler aside. Now we're going to run this through the machine. I'm going to pop this out carefully. And we're going to save this piece for another project another day. We want this piece. I'm going to peel this off. You can reuse the tear and tape many, many times. There we go. All right, now I do need the holes punched out of this. So we're going to set that one aside. And I do have the brush, but I don't have it close to me. So we're going to do the pokey. Sorry about this. I should have just cut one out for you. I will have all these pieces cut and ready to go. Actually, yeah, I'd have to do this part for you. I was sending this part to you. Ah. I'm almost halfway there. How much we put on this one? What's the sentiment for this one? So lucky to know you. That's what this one's going to be. So lucky to know you. You get a fun fold card from me. Maybe they poke faster this way. Oh, there we go. Yes, I know there's a brush. I have the brush somewhere. I forgot about this part. I should have picked a different one. This one I thought would go so well with the paper. I have heard people use dryer sheets to help with this, but I have never really found a significant difference with it. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. My friend Melissa likes to use dryer sheets. She's one of the Stampin' Up cross country people. There we go. Okay, so we have that done. Now we have these pieces. We also need another circle. We're going to build on this circle. We're going to put this aside for a minute and we're going to work on our circle. I'm going to stamp. Maybe I don't have that one set up. I don't have that one set up. I'm going to stamp a teapot on there. Nope, not with that one. I'm going to stamp a teapot on, I think this is a smoky slate. Could have done this with the flowers and they didn't. But it turned out okay. Not fantastic, but okay. So there's my teapot. And with the teapot, you can also add dimensions. Even though you're using colored cardstock, you can still add some extra lines that you don't have to color at all because it's already colored. So we're going to give it just a few little highlights. And of course, it will just blend right in. And it will blend, I promise. So we're going to cut this out. And I had teapot out and ready to go. I have all the other cutting ready to go. Or all the other cutting done. So this should not take very long. I like to keep it to an hour or less, but I did have a lot to share with you at the beginning. If you missed the beginning, go check out the beginning. Okay, here we go. So yeah, that's just fading. If I wanted to fade in a little bit more, I can use the color lifter. And that just lightens it even more. I'm just trying to give it some dimension, that's all. Nothing major. All right, so this is going to go on here. And we'll do glue dots on this one. Again, we're going to build the dimension a little bit. Actually, I did part of them with Becky, part of them with adhesive sheet. So, and then I have some leaves that we'll put on. Like I said, I did part of this with adhesive sheet, so I don't have to worry about the adhesive. I love the adhesive sheet for small pieces and parts. This is Old Olive, I believe. It's okay if it goes off the edge. Not a lot, but a little. All right. Then I have some little, see, I was really thinking Flirty flamingo today, wasn't I? You know, the color I didn't think I was gonna like, but I really like it. I just had some strips of adhesive sheet, and I thought I may as well use these up. So now I have little chunks. There. Not pretty. Then I have some others. Actually, that one we're going to do with the dimensional. We're going to pop this one up. Oh, I just have this sheet. I may as well use this up. There's one. Pop this one up. We'll pop 3 up. Because it's supposed to be, your eye is supposed to like 3s, right? Odd numbers. Well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, maybe we'll just pop up 2. Because that is 7 pretty flowers. Now we're going to take these and throw them away. And we're going to use some dimensionals. Keep setting that one aside. It's actually right in front of me. And this piece is going to go on our blue piece. And then we're going to set this part aside. Don't you like that, chunks? Have you figured out where we're headed with this card yet? Ah! All right, we're going to put this on here. Again, these are Spotlight on Nature dies. I tried not to use a whole bunch of different dies, but is that centered? That looks pretty centered. It looks centered better in the camera than it does in person. All right, we're going to set this aside. Now we're going to fold this in half. And then I have a piece of white paper that is 9 1/4 by 4. And we're going to fold it all the same direction. Okay. Actually, that's not true. This one's supposed to go this way. I fibbed. Oh, that's all right. I didn't fib. I had a brief lapse in brain power. All right, now I told you we're going to use So Lucky to Know You. Ouch. And I need more blocks. I've used this one before, so I don't have to practice. This is the inside of our card. Love that sign, that saying. All right, so Lucky to Know You. So Lucky to Know You will get glued in right here at the bottom of my card. All right, that's where it's going to go. Leave the border around it. Get it where you want it without bumping it. And well, as soon as I did that, I bumped it. I do that a lot. All right. Now I'm just going to smile for a second. All right, this next piece, we're going to put adhesive around this edge. Not scribble all over, just on the edge. And then while we're holding this down, we're going to close this. And we're just going to sit and smile for a minute. Say, remember to sign up for Stampin' Cross Country, and I have a paper share. And if you place a $35 order using the host code in the description, I don't know if I've given this description. Anyway, you get all the parts and pieces to make these cards. And ta-da! Okay, now it's dry. So we put glue here. We have So Lucky to Know You. Now we're going to add this piece. Now this piece will fit in this circle. We know for a fact because we cut it out of this. So we're going to add adhesive right here, not above the fold, not here, here. So we're going to add some adhesive. And because I had that lace on the edge, I'm not going to the edge. And then we're going to line up our card. Oh, keeps wanting to slip around. And just hold. So now, when you open your card, you get to see the inside and the outside at the same time. Do we have a hello in this? We don't have a hello. It's all right. We might not have a hello. All right. So we're going to add some little pearls to the middle of that, if I can find any little pearls. Oh, no, I need white. I can't use those maybe. I want white. A little clear. No, those aren't it. All right. So we have two choices. I think I might like these. They're Christmas, right? But I have 2 packs of them in here. They usually don't come front and back. But I had to chop some up and send them off on my with my card classes that I shipped out to my people that made purchases. So we're going to add, I might have to get more if I have to send a whole pack to somebody. Maybe I won't put them on the ones that are you can't even see. That would be kind of a waste, right? Oh. I love, love, love my Take Your Pick tool for this kind of stuff. You've seen me use it lots today, though. I feel like it needs something. Maybe we'll put a piece of ribbon down here. We can do that. We will do that. Because it will be seen on the other side. We will tie it, then anchor it. I'm not doing a bow. Thank you, Nancy. I'm glad you like it. Slide over to the side. There we go. And then we'll just take your pick tool again, and we will slip a glue dot under the ribbon there. So it will stay. And there. So it will stay. So there is my card number 3. So there you have it. And then when you open it, so lucky to know you. And the ribbon's a little crooked on the inside, but that's okay. We can fix it on the outside if we want. So there you go. There's card number 3. It's not going to lay well, but that's okay. It's a showpiece card. It's a interactive. So there's card number 3. Card number 2. I try to make them progressively more difficult, but I don't know if I do that sometimes or not. So there you have my 3 cards for this evening. All different, but all very nice. So remember, I have the paper share. That's what I was going to do. I was going to show you, when I tell you go to my link tree all the time, that's where you can find all my things. So let me get it set up for you. And if you want to leave me now, thank you. Thanks for crafting with me. And I hope to see you next time. If you want to stick around, and I will share my link tree link with you. And so you know what I'm talking about when I tell you. All right, let me share my screen. And you're going to see a whole bunch of me all at one time. And that's okay. There we go. All right, so this is my link tree. When I send you here, this is what you'll see. And right now you can see that if you click on the Stampin' Cross Country, then it takes you to my registration for Stampin' Cross Country. If you go to the DSP sale, it'll take you to my link to sign up for the DSP sale. If you want to sign up for my email, which is an awesome idea, you can go here and it'll send you there, my Stampin' Up store, my free classes on YouTube, which is where you are now maybe, or my free classes on my Facebook page, which is where you all may be because I stream them to both. There's Paper Pumpkin. And if you want to contact me, this will give you some information on how to contact me personally. And then I have tutorials for sale all the time. So that is an easy way to find all of my things. And I put them all there so you can find them whenever you want to. Thank you, Nancy and Becky and Nancy. And yes, the cards turned out very well, even though it took me some time to get this one figured out. This one was the slow poke today, which is fine. I'm glad I had things ready for the other ones. Oh, and see when it kind of dries, how that looks up close with just the blends just a little bit on a gray cardstock. Teapot. There we go. I've said a mouthful. So thank you so much for crafting with me, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.